Welcome back. Here we are, Billy. What timing? Just sat down just as the clock hit 0. Happy hour. We did it, everybody. It's Friday.
Woo!
We made it. I'm gonna remember to do this time. If this is your first time viewing, please get involved in the chat. The chat is so much fun. We're able to share. It's just way more fun when other people are making jokes than when we are making jokes. So
that's where my name came from, Ziggy Thick Dust. I didn't come up with that.
Ziggy Thick Dust. Shout out to Neil Sorensen for that awesome Ziggy Thick Dust. Jason is here. Jason says hi in the chat. Well, see, this is what happens when you get involved in the chat. Right there, bang, bang. First and foremost, it's Friday. Cheers, everybody. We did it.
Oh, let me pop the.
We did it. Wow. Yeah. Coda's here. Coda brings the best energy because I always feel like they're disappointed in me. Like no matter what, even when I do something well and it's like a pat on the back, it's still like you're not living up to your potential, Mike. We have a great hour lined up. We've got 2 different games. We've got the 4 of us. We've got everybody in the chat. I don't know. Before we get into games, though, what's going on? Is there anything? Carlos said Ziggy. I'd tell people that too. Yeah, what's going on? Anybody get a story? Anybody get a story? No, I guess not.
Literally nothing. Nothing has happened. Right?
No.
Like the country is falling into shambles. So that's fun.
Yeah,
and we're all just trying to work and like act like everything's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I took the day off, but still, so like this is where I work, and this is where I Hohe stuff. So like it was really just I was here all day instead of here all day.
A big shift.
Yeah. It's a great vacation day. Working on a game for Hohe.
I also took today off and have not put on real people clothes all day, and it's
wow.
I'm wearing soft pants.
Soft pants.
Hey!
What a callback to soft pants. Listen, I know this is very off-brand for me, but I have felt optimistic for the first time in 8 or 9 months. And
gross.
Yeah, I don't know if it's states posting Instagram pictures being like, hey, here's how vaccines are going to work. And this is a selfish thought, but I've never been more pumped to be in like phase 3 of vaccinations. Just kind of like, let's see how it goes before, let's just see how it goes. But I've been reading more positive stuff lately. I don't know. I'm getting a little excited.
You really are Ted Lasso.
Yes.
A southern accent, and then to dance.
In the accent, yeah.
Listen, y'all, I'm just happy to be here today. You know what I'm saying? I was seeing 3 of my good friends. We're just smiling. We're having fun sharing comments.
And Jason, you kind of have what's the sidekick on Ted Lasso?
Coach Beard.
Coach? Yeah,
Coach Beard.
Coach Beard.
Coach Beard.
You've got the hat. You've got the hat. You've got the beard. We could do a full cosplay Ted Lasso.
Christian, let me tell you something, though. I did just watch a cult documentary this week.
Of course you did.
Heaven's Gate.
I was just about to say there is a cult documentary I'm looking forward to on HBO Max. If HBO Max can ever figure out how to get onto Roku players, it's still not on Roku, right?
It's still not on Roku. I don't think. I don't have Roku. I said that too confidently.
Roku, I think it's on.
I just want to say I watched all of them in a day. Hey guys, what a time! Heaven's Gate. Heaven's Gate. What a bummer. All right, I've been neglecting the chat here. Let's see what's going on. PML, happy Friday at UMass. I'm taking a furlough next week that our union negotiated to try to save jobs. Okay. All right. That's positive. That's positive to save jobs, I think, right? Furlough. I mean,
furlough is like a tie in a sport. It's like I'm not working, I'm not getting paid.
1-1. It's 1-1 tie.
Yeah.
Kelsey always letting us know, heading into work in a little bit, so we hope we can help out for the next 40 minutes. Coda's working on writing an essay and a cover letter for a job application, and brain fried. There we go, Coda.
Don't get the streams crossed there. Don't get the streams crossed.
An essay and a cover letter?
And Corinne's here. I want to take this year off. Actually, while Corinne's comments up here, I'm seeing we got quite a few people here today. Hopefully some first timers as well. That's what I'm going to say. If you're watching on Facebook, awesome. Thanks for being here. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and smash the like. If you're watching on YouTube, most of them are Trey. Just smash the like button on that too, because it helps the algorithm. And if you're not on our Discord yet, get involved in our Discord because it's a lot of fun. All right, enough of the plugs. Perspective is a lovely hand to hold. Oh, yes, it is.
A Beatles lyric? Is that?
And then now let's not pick on the best accent in the U.S. I wasn't picking. That was all positive. Yes, Coda, can we talk about how the stash is still in the face? If you were here earlier this week, I proclaimed it would be gone by Friday. But here's the thing. When you get permission, you're going to keep it longer. I got the okay. I can keep it. We take the wins. All right. What else do we have? He's bringing back the all right. There's a lot of stash stuff that I missed out on. I'm a fan of beards. That one mustache, I'm still very unsure of. Okay, good. Wait, so I was only half listening to Mike Jones' Heaven's Gate. Not yet. Reliant K lyric. This is good. I'm like, we're talking about Reliant K.
Okay. All right. Throwback jams.
I love it.
Speaking of throwback jams and tying into some of the conversation Wednesday, Facebook Memories, the place where trash refuses to die. Facebook Memories told me that 8 years ago today, I applied to the Harvard EDD program. Maybe 9 years ago, I can't remember but it was today, several years ago, that I applied to the Harvard EDD program, and about 3 months from now. On that timeline, I pulled out of the Harvard EDD application process.
I was just going to ask. I was like, I don't think I remember you going there.
No, I did not. I did not go to Harvard's EDD program.
So funny for that to be a memory.
I had that grand realization that not the degree for me. Not the
degree for me.
Not the grad school to go to in my 30s.
Oh. Yeah. As Allison said, erectile dysfunction.
It's when you never mind. Yeah.
Allison got there for you. Big brain, Ziggy Thick Dust.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we've flirted with the line. You could have been Dr. Thick Dust.
There's always the future. The Dr. Thick Dust. Dr. Thick Dust could happen.
Well, as we quickly approach the line of what's okay and what's not okay, I think that is a good transition to let's get involved in some games. We've got 2 games lined up today. Yeah, let's start out with game number 1.
Yes, hang on a second. I just want to update the name here. Edit name.
Dr. Thick Dust. And for those in the chat, as the games get going,
that's how the chat works, right there.
Dr. Thick Dust, right there. Continue to get involved in the games as we get going. And again, cheers, happy hour.
I got the Wendy's koozie for my Canadian beer here. This is cross cultural there. All right. So let me make sure I don't have an answer key or anything pulled up. I don't want you jabronis getting off on an easy one here. All right, so the other night after one of the shows, Trey said that she had worked at a school that, has a shovel museum on campus.
Shovel.
It is a museum dedicated to shovels. I guess one of the key donors to the university made their fortune in the shovel market. I don't know.
But yeah, different kinds of shovels are there?
If you make a good one, you only need to make one.
I mean, Christian makes a good point. I don't know how Game with Dr. Thick doesn't get flagged for the censorship algorithm.
So that sent me on a path. As I mentioned today on my vacation day, I spent a lot of time reading and looking at various museums hosted on college campuses, because colleges will just build a museum to anything if you give them enough money. I mean, that's the reality of college. You give us enough money, we'll do whatever you kind of want, with some limitations.
Joel's built them.
Yep.
So I pulled together some. Maybe they'll be funny. Maybe they'll just be illuminating. Maybe you'll just take something from this and learn a little bit from Dr. Thick Dust here. All right.
I would drop a class by Dr. Dust so fast.
And I would add it.
All right. So I do want to preface this with the scoring model because some of these are going to be worth more points than the others. So a couple of them are going to be worth 2 points if you can tell me the school. So you're all. I hope you have your pads here.
Yeah.
If you don't get the school right, if nobody gets the school right, whoever's geographically closest, because I don't want it to just be a zero. Whoever's geographically closest, I'm going to give 1 point for sport.
I love sport.
So most of these are going to be 2 pointers with a 1 point possibility, and then when we get to the last slide, that's going to be its own scoring system that I'll cover when we get there. All right. All right. So first one up. The Joe and Betty Whiter Physical Culture Museum. And I got some notes here.
Yes.
According to Wikipedia, and I quote here, this museum features exhibits related to physical fitness, weight training, health promotion, aerobic exercise, and so on. I quote, and so on. It's been open since 2011, and Arnold Schwarzenegger spoke at the grand opening of the Joe and Betty Whiter Physical Culture Museum. All you got to do is write down University of blank. You just got to fill in the blank. What university has a museum devoted to muscle mags and back squats?
I wrote down Jason Meyer's Dreams University.
That is correct. 2 points, Mike Zakarian.
Crystal Mitzi. So we're just making museums of anything we want? Okay.
I mean, there's literally a sign that says Joe and Betty Whiter Museum of Physical Culture behind them there.
Are we ready?
Yeah. You got your answers?
Can you see that? Okay, wait, hold on.
All right. Joel's Ohio, Jason's California, Muscle Beach. What do you got there, Mike?
UCLA.
You are all wrong. Put them up again for me, though. Put them up. I got 2 Californias and an Ohio.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So Joel, you get a point. It is at the University of Texas, Austin. I thought for sure either you or I thought Joel or Jason would have gotten that, being with all the Texas connections. University of Texas, Austin. It's apparently a part of a larger collection of strength and workout and exercise.
Coda.
Yeah. Thanks, Coda.
Texas Austin. So.
Hey, Coda, neither am I.
All right, so let's go to the other end then. If this is too straight, let's see what else I can find for you here. All right, let me pull up the next one here. The Ballard Institute and Museum of Puppetry. How's that for a follow up to the whatever the hell the last one was? All right,
that hanging, the big smile is homophobic.
What I'm realizing is a clue is that it's University of.
Yeah, that's I prompt you with that.
Yeah,
University of. This is also a University of.
Because I had a guess, and now I don't know. Because I just assumed it was in Florida.
It's a good place to guess when you see Nightmare Fuel like this. Again, that photo is there 100% to be Nightmare Fuel. That's entirely because we don't want to go an episode without giving somebody some Nightmare Fuel. All right, so let me give you a little context here.
Context.
The museum features over 2,500 puppets from all over the world. Museum boasts the largest media collection related to puppetry in the United States, and the school that hosts it is the only school in the country where you can get a master's degree in puppetry.
Jason, you know it?
No, why would you need a master's degree in puppetry?
We have masters in icebreakers, so
yeah, seriously.
Get off your high horse.
And in both situations, there's a hand far up an ass.
All right, so does everybody have a guess?
Hold on.
You need more time? As I sip from my Wendy's koozie? I got Pittsburgh. I got Illinois. Zakarian, what you got for me?
Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Go Kansas.
Kansas?
Yeah.
All right, Joel, you are now in a commanding lead with 2 points. It's the University of Connecticut, my alma mater.
Oh, dumb.
I imagine at some point I have mentioned
This is at Connecticut? Jesus
this is
Christ.
University
that
of
place
Connecticut.
sucks.
Yeah.
Go Kemba.
Yeah. All right. Let me queue up our next one. So again, things are going to change here for this one. I'm not going to give you the school, or I'm not going to give you the name of the museum. I'm going to give you the school and tell you a little bit about the museum, and you're going to fill in the blanks on the museum.
I hate it. This is going to be about
So this
polls.
is-
God.
So this is the Q. This is Quinnipiac, and let me read you my notes here. We're sticking with Connecticut. We're at the museum at Quinnipiac that collects, preserves, exhibits, and studies a collection of art, artifacts, and literature related to this specific period of European history. It's a socio-economic concern that took place from 1845 to 1852. And if you need a hint, I've got a hint here for you if you need one, but take a moment to think about it, write something down.
So we're okay. So we're filling in the blanks here.
Yep. If you get in the ballpark, I'll give you the points.
And it's not names, right? Like it's
Nope.
fuck.
It is a specific period of European history, and I've tried to give you a couple of exhibits they would have there at this museum.
this
Nothing that will give it away.
What are the years again?
The years are 1845 to 1852. And here's a hint. You might go to this museum if you're hungry for knowledge.
Okay.
God,
Okay. Let's go.
Hungry for knowledge.
So the
Joel's got an answer. Mike, do you have an answer? Jason, you got anything?
yeah, I got one.
You got one?
Yeah. Wait, what did Joel say? Potato. Oh, that's good. Those are good guesses. Wait, I said Keith's Fried Chicken Museum.
All right. Joel, 2 points, got it right on the nose. That is the Ireland's Great Hunger Museum.
Yeah.
And like I said, Great Famine is close enough.
Joel,
Yeah.
Joel, we're getting to the point where it's no longer cool you're getting these right. Like now it's almost embarrassing.
Okay, cool. I'm
Yeah,
good with that.
win's a win, baby. Take the win, Joel. If anyone out there knows why Quinnipiac has an Irish potato famine, Ireland's Great Hunger Museum, please let us know in the chat. That was probably one of the ones that made me scratch my head the most. But let's get on to the next one because we got two more of these, so I don't want to. Or we got a couple of these, so I don't want to lose people. All right, so this is the.
I don't want to lose people. Oh, that's happened.
Yeah. So Georgia Tech has the Robert C. Williams Blank Museum. The Robert C. Williams Blank Museum. And let me read you a little bit. Sticking with the fill in the blank, this museum at Georgia Tech features the largest collection of blank and blank-related artifacts in the world, including watermarks, tools, machines, and manuscripts. I'll read that again. Featuring watermarks, tools, machines, and manuscripts. It's the Robert C. Williams Blank Museum.
This sucks.
And again, some pictures
we're
of,
at least on the bottom together.
some things on display at the Robert C. Williams Blank Museum, but nothing that it might give it away, it might not. Again, it's at Georgia Institute of Technology, commonly referred to as Georgia Tech.
Yeah. I'm with Jason on this one.
I'm gonna say
We got printmaking, printing. Mike, you're going with print. It is paper. It is a museum of paper. If you can see on the photo on the left there, it's that is just a ream of paper, a colonial ream of paper up there.
I just want to say there was a lot of printmaking. Oh, stationery. Carla was stationery.
Carla would get a point. I'd give a point for stationery.
Yeah. Oh, Christian said paper too.
Christian gets
all right
too. All right.
And then said yo.
Last one. Let me come back here. Hang on. Last
Hi,
one.
Hi,
Oh, no, wait,
JP.
there are two left. We're back to a school. I need you to tell me what school. So essentially, what state is the Museum of the Rockies in? Let me read you. The collection focuses on the physical and cultural history of the Rocky Mountains and the people and animals who have lived there and date back more than 500 million years. The Museum of the Rockies houses the largest collection of dinosaur remains in the United States and possesses the largest Tyrannosaurus skull ever discovered. What state would I need to go to visit the Museum of the Rockies?
This is why I'm pissed, because I know it's wrong. I know it's
right.
wrong.
Colorado is too easy of an
Yeah.
It's going to be something.
Is it though?
obscure,
Is it too easy?
I am guessing Colorado. That's final answer. Regis.
Same.
Mike's in
Yeah.
there. Mike's Jason. What do you got?
Colorado.
You all in Colorado?
Yeah.
It's Montana.
Yeah.
Montana State University, Bozeman, Montana. I've never been to Montana. I don't believe Montana exists. Is there a mountain in Montana? Is that a thing?
Yes.
Yes,
Yep.
there are mountains.
There's mountains in Montana? Okay.
Yep.
I don't know anything about it, except I know now the largest Tyrannosaurus skull is in Montana.
Dylan straight up was like Bozeman,
3
Montana.
points, Dylan. 3 points. Dylan's in second.
Wow.
Yeah, the city and everything.
Morgan said plot twist, it can't be Colorado. Morgan, you're gonna elaborate a little bit more. You can't just say it can't be.
Can't be.
What do you know, Morgan?
All right, so I promised you one more. I was so excited about this one. This is an icebreaker equivalency because we're playing two truths and a lie. So meteorites, I was surprised to find how many college and universities have meteorite exhibits, museums, halls, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
So I put 3 down here. One of them is the largest. One of them is fake. I need you to tell me which one is the largest and which one is fake.
Oh, yes.
So again, we have Arizona State University Center for Meteorite Studies, Wichita State Meteorite and Moldavite Collection, and UCLA Meteorite Museum. So
all right, so largest and fake?
There's a point out there for largest, and there's a point out there for fake. So tell me your largest first, and then tell me your fake, and then I'll tell you your points. Dr. Thick Dust makes it hard.
All right.
We just got banned. All right, you're not gonna be able to read mine. I said Arizona State's fake, Wichita State's largest, and it's probably reversed.
Okay, and Joel, you said largest is ASU. Fake is UCLA.
Yep.
And then Jason said largest Wichita State, fake UCLA. The largest is Arizona State, so point to Joel.
Well, I definitely didn't get the second point.
And Wichita State is the fake one. So
go Shockers.
Nobody got a point there.
Mike, we got 0 points.
So a commanding, demanding, insulting lead.
Yes.
Joel wins with 5-0.
Hold on. I'm going to share this before I forget, and then I want to go back to Joel winning again. Kelsey said she did a job interview in Montana, took 3 flights to get there, and they never called to let you know if you didn't get the job.
That's rude.
That's brutal. Joel, have you won 3 games in a row?
Joel is dominating.
This is bullshit.
Also, hi, Jennifer Keegan.
Yeah, where?
Bingo.
Wait, what's the Jennifer Keegan reference?
Oh, she just commented.
She's in the chat today.
Wait, where? How come I? Oh, right there. Right there. I heard multiple people say Jennifer Keegan, but I couldn't find them in the comments, and now we have. So there we go. Hi,
so,
Jennifer Keegan.
Mike, if you were paying attention, I'd like to know the score on how many people checked out and left the stream during that museums game.
It wasn't so bad. It wasn't so bad. It only went down.
That's a compliment.
Yeah, it was a good game.
I want to show you. These are all the notes I put together. I have more museums. We could do a second round of this in the future. When people have gotten this.
Mm-hmm. No, this was a very interesting game. Look at it. Team King Joel.
King Joel.
Joel's running that dynasty. He's the Tom Brady of Humans of Higher Ed. How do you feel about that, Joel?
I feel all right.
Big brain Joel. This is great. Yeah, that was a great game. Jason says go to the story and vote for the second option, the gingerbread houses. Oh, I'll share it on all of ours. We have that in there too, right?
Flood the Insta.
Right.
Flood the Insta.
We got to get Courtney a win. So good buddy and friend of Humans of Higher Ed, Courtney James, is made it to the finals of DePaul University's gingerbread building competition. Vote for Courtney. It is the Super Mario Brothers theme.
Nice.
Right. Yes.
I love that.
Got to get
What are the other options, Jason? Tell us what we should be dunking on right now.
Yeah. What sucks?
What sucks is the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Now, Out.
because it's Halloween. It's not a Christmas movie.
I mean, who does a Halloween themed thing in December? That's silly to
November,
do
fine.
that.
December, absolutely not. Benny said, but can Joel's big brain save him in
No.
Among Us? Probably
I
not.
suck so bad at Among Us.
Probably not. This was good. This was a good game, Billy. All right, I wanted to. We received. I'm gonna keep it anonymous because I never know who wants to be told what. But we received a DM today, holler, from someone that said, "Can you take a poll that asks if the office is called Office of Admission or Office of Admissions, plural?" We've been Office of Admissions forever, and a new person, director, came in and said it's now Office of Admission, no S at the end. So, admission, Office of Admission, Office of Admissions. So put put an S in the chat or no S, so we know which way you vote. I don't know. Does anybody have a thought on this?
It's plural. It's
Yeah.
admissions, 100%.
Yeah.
Anyone else is wrong and should be fired.
I feel like admissions is the noun, admission is the verb.
Benny gets it.
I'm gonna go throw an actual poll on Twitter real quick so that
we go.
We can get some quantifiable data for this person.
Okay, hold on. O'Keefe makes a good point. We only admit one person ever.
Yeah.
Admission only. Coda says one student at a time. There we go. One sounds more like an indictment on enrollment numbers. Yeah. Okay. So everyone's feeling S on this, right? Is there anyone? I will say actually, if someone Office of Enrollment, okay, with the smiley face. Come on, Karen. I will say if someone strongly believes that there's no S, make yourself known. We're gonna invite you to come on here and defend yourself. And you have to be for real about it. You can't be like, oh, I want it to just be fake, and get on here and yell about stuff. So if you do feel that way, put it in the chat a couple of times just in case I missed it. Office of Give Us Your Money. See, I think that's more alumni than, or Billy, that's very bright. What does it say?
Polls live, which is more proper. I use the word proper.
Proper. Yeah, which one's more proper?
Wicked admissions.
Yeah, if so, yeah, wicked admissions. But yeah, if somebody strongly believes that it's defend, more like all of us are going to bully you.
I think that whatever it is what it should be, because you're gonna have to change stationery, email signatures. Think about the things that you have to change to knock that S off. I
love a new person in a leadership position coming in and making a change like that.
Yeah.
Like that only collects losses. No one in that office is like, oh yeah, good idea. Like no one. You don't win anything there. Matt Carney said that could be a game. Is it resident assistant or assistants, resident director or residence director? Yeah, that's another good one.
Or are you on duty or are you on call? That's a big divider.
See, but like that, I feel like both of those can be true, where admission versus admissions is stupid. Wait, Morgan, drop the S, it's cleaner.
How does 1 million students sound?
Economy in like design is important, and so if you can get rid of a letter, think about all that extra space in a logo or a seal, right? Like this is important.
You know what? I just realized that there's, I would say, like a 12% chance this person in this position is watching this right now. But I would also like to believe the person that feels that way about an office also doesn't follow Humans of Higher Ed, right? Like the Venn diagram doesn't.
Yeah, that's not really our target audience. People that give a shit about one S at the end of admissions.
I know. Go ahead.
If it was an apostrophe S, I could see wanting to knock the apostrophe off.
Yeah. I mean, this is kind of related, but I sent you guys this in our chat today. But we got a follow today from one of our favorite vendors. I've sworn by them the whole time. But shout out to Simplicity for following Humans.
Shout out.
Like, we've done nothing but pump them up over the years. So it's good to have you guys here.
Only ever spoken kind words about what's the name? What is it?
Simplicity.
It's our favorite. It's our favorite here. Simplicity is who we use and trust and rely on here at Human. Simplicity, cut the check.
Brought to you by.
I really do.
Dr. Us only uses Simplicity. Go ahead and put it on the website.
This is good. This is good. Too bad Student Life Office has a million different names. That actually, I feel like this is a good transition into the next game, because I think that might come up a little bit. So I'm excited about this next one. I spent the afternoon combing over old resumes that of my own that were a little embarrassing. Also, the fun way that I had to find my resumes was searching my Gmail and just seeing like Zakarian resume attachments, and then just going back to 2012. So the next game we're gonna play is this a line from Mike's resume, or is it made up? So I'm very excited. We can talk about it a little. You know how I feel about games. I think we should talk through the thought process. So I want to hear. I show your work. You know what I'm saying? This isn't just don't give me a number. Show me your work, how you get there. So the first line. Develop and implement a brand new residential life curriculum for residential life and dining that will be adapted by the entire division of student life. Do we think this is something that was actually on my resume or something that was created? And we're going to go, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to pick and we're going to go in an order. And the order right now is who I see. So Dr. Fictus, show your work. And also Morgan says an official dunk on game.
I think you can barely spell curriculum, let alone develop and implement one. So I'm going to vote nada on this being a line from your resume.
That was going to be my exact answer.
All right, Jason, you go next. Go ahead.
No, because it says that will be adapted, and we know you're not that assertive, Mike. Develop and implement a brand new residential life curriculum that people could look at. I mean, if you have time, it's fine. I mean, but if you don't want to, that's also fine.
I'm gonna come back on my answer though. Now, did you mean to write adopted and left adapted on your resume? Because that I could see you doing. That I could see you having a homonym. I don't know if that's the right word here. But adapted instead of adopted. I could see you doing that.
Hold on, Neil. How dare you? All right. Hold on. Okay, Joel, go ahead.
I think this is real, and I think I know exactly what this is talking about.
I'm glad you went last, because that is right. This is real. This was from, let's see, do I have to click
MIT.
Over? This is from my time at MIT. I left some other bullet points on there. The fun thing about working at a school that didn't make any changes since its inception is that you did need to create a residential life program in the year 2012 or whatever it was. That is real. I do love, my favorite thing about reading this was that it hadn't been adapted yet, but the confidence in that it will be adapted by the entire division.
Especially if you're leaving, they're not adopting anything you did.
Yeah. I just love the confidence in that.
I'm really angry you don't have serve at the pleasure of Joel Pettigrew on spring concert days.
Honestly, I did though. I did. Yeah. Or also CPW. Shout out to CPW. All right. Well, wait.
Can I get a favorite bullet here? I love that you had the $16,000.
Hey, hold on. That's Julie. Julie was my boss. when I was there. That is so awesome. Yes, I love that Julie was there. Julie, I was talking about you the other day with Jason, and you're great. You're the best. Billy, sorry, what were you going to ask? I overreacted.
I was just saying, I love that you put a $60,000 budget on your resume.
Because I was so surprised. That was for one hall. That was for one building, 60 grand. Not even for the building. I'm sorry. That was for hall council. That was way more than what I was making. All right, here we go. Actually, no, it was. It was. All right, here we go. Next question. Responsible for the keys.
In college, yes.
All right, Joel, you go second this time.
Yes.
Yes, but it doesn't mean you acted responsibly.
All right, so everybody, wait, hold on. I want to go back real quick because somebody said the final one is support service for all students living in the McGregor house. Yeah, okay, that is true. All right, so everybody says yes, this is real. Nope.
Oh,
Nope. Gotcha. That one's
He's
fake.
never been responsible.
Yeah, but that one should have been on there. Like that was the most real, and I pictured that one being like after my first job, like when I really needed to fill it out a little bit, and we're like responsible for the keys. All right, here we go. Next one. Supervise 2 graduate assistants as they advise over 15 clubs and organizations. Jason, you can go first this time. Also, Kelsey makes a great point. What are these keys you speak of?
I'm going to say no, because on the first clip that you showed, you just put a plus sign in front of a number instead of the word over. And I'm going to make the assumption that you were being consistent.
That's a bold assumption.
I know. So I'm going to say no.
All right. No, Joel, what do you think?
I think this is, I don't know. I can't remember if you worked at a really small school before MIT. I'm going to go with yes.
Yes, it's true. Okay, Billy?
I'm gonna toss a piece of advice out. Don't say over the number, say more than the number. Just career services background, just gonna throw it out there. I'm gonna say this is yeah, Dr. Thick Dust cares about your resume. I'm gonna say false on this one. I'm gonna say this is not true. I don't think you
Joel said true and 2 false. I love this comment too from Jennifer Keegan. Please tell me you didn't have 2 GAs with 15 groups. Please, please, please. Shout out to the New York University Gallatin School. Not only is that true, but that's bullet number 1, baby. Yeah. Yes, sir. That's a real line. Honestly,
Jason, talking about consistency, support service for all student leaders at NYU Gallatin. I sense a theme here.
And there's capitalization as well. Support on both were capitalized.
Yeah, in my mind, that's an office.
You've got some weird capitalization things going on here, big guy.
Yeah. Let's look at them. Student it was called actually it was called student council too, so that's incorrect. Because it was GSD.
No one hired Mike. He's falsified his resume.
I will say though, like I know we're gonna laugh at that. NYU Gallatin's Black History Month programming is the best programming I've ever seen, and the reason it's like a full bullet is because it's like 25 programs throughout the month. It's it's so good.
Black History Month programming, and also why is the P in programming capitalized?
Because this is from 2016. This is what happens.
And why is there no period at the end of bullet line 3?
Yeah, Dr. Thick Dust is concerned. If this is page 1, what's on page 2, baby? Like, what?
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Please don't tell me.
Page 2 in a second.
How did you ever get hired anywhere, Mike?
This is when. Oh, shout out to Marymount Manhattan College. No, wait. This might be. This is. I can't remember what version of this. So full disclosure, this is from like 3 different resumes, like 3 different updated versions of them. I was like pulling clips. Crap. Oh, bummer. Did you guys all see that?
No.
All right, here we go. Serve on multiple university-wide committees.
I did see it.
like
So I'm gonna abstain.
I'm going
I
to
just
say
asked if you saw it, and everybody said
I didn't.
no.
I lied.
I'm
No,
going to say
right.
no because who would ask you to be on a university-wide committee?
Yeah, good. Is that everybody? Did everybody go?
I'm gonna say it's true because of course.
We went too fast. This one's true. But you know what? Now we're not going to stay too long on the resumes because you're all a bunch of assholes. Here we go. This is as assistant director.
You had moved from student services to appeals officer, being your capitalized final bullet.
No, it's just a small screenshot. There's more
With a
bullets.
period. Like we put a period on that one.
More bullets. Christian, I love this. Yeah, he was at a small school.
Again, Dr. Thick Dust is going to recommend you never use the phrase work hand in hand on your professional resume.
Yeah.
This isn't like Aesop's Fables. This is a document that is supposed to get you hired.
Guys, it's good news. Left the field. Not too concerned. Left the field. You know what's funny about this? This one was I had to update this for my forced promotion that I've talked about.
Oh God.
When I went from assistant director to director, and they were like, you still need to officially do this. So that's what this one's from. All right, let's see. I just want to see if there's any more comments. Maintain a positive living environment. Yeah. You know what, Benny? You're right. Everyone should post their resumes in the Discord, and then Billy can be annoying about it. Morgan,
you mean helpful? The word is helpful.
You haven't helped me at all yet. I haven't been casting anything since you.
Why is the F in facilitate capitalized, Mike?
Because it's a trademark CF. That's my leadership program. It's create and facilitate. Listen, you go to a colleges of the Fenway School, you just start capitalizing C's and F's when you see them. All right, here we go. I think we got one more. Oh wait, yeah. Oh man, this freaking Google thing. Orchestrated team building. Yeah, this sucks. Orchestrated team building activities to foster community building among staff and students. Okay. Yeah, no, look at that right there. But honestly, this one, I feel like this is a believable one.
Amongst.
Orchestrated.
That's a big word for you, buddy.
Orchestrated. Hey guys, just a heads up, Kelsey's got to go to Stars.
Bye, Kelsey.
Bye, Kels.
See, the Fenway School reference is so really, though. Thank you, Christian. All right, so we already know this one's bad. See, all right, here we go. We got one more. The internet's leading comedy site for higher education and student affairs professionals, featuring 5 to 10 unique posts per week, including satirical narratives, outlandish graphics, and biting commentary, and a daily reach averaging over 20 ,000 readers.
God damn it!
You know how I know this is real?
You wrote it. You wrote it.
Yes, but also, why is the S in student affairs capitalized, but the A is not?
I care about the student. I don't give a shit about the affairs. Oh, that came out wrong.
God.
I think that's
what I love about this is that when I wrote this, I essentially was like, good job, Coda. When I wrote that opening line, the internet's leading comedy site for higher education student affairs, I was writing like, prove me wrong. I'll follow whoever is better than us.
Yeah,
prove me wrong.
I think I only added this to my resume after I left higher education. I don't think it was on there.
That makes sense.
I don't think it was on there before, but when I was submitting to writing gigs, I think this is when I added it. I should also say too, I don't use any version of a higher ed resume. There's no college stuff on there. My height's now on my resume.
All right, good talk. Good talk. The resume guy.
Oh my god.
We talked about height, and I immediately got booted.
Yeah.
What height?
So, Mike, what is your stated height on your resume? Do you lie about it on your resume?
6'3", baby. No. Height and weight is accurate. It's all accurate. Kevin. But have you seen the Student Affairs Professional Facebook group?
All right, Mike. I will. I don't think I could pull it up now, but I will go into the archives and find the resume version from like probably 2010. I think it was 2010, where I left a note to myself in the resume that I was sending out to over 70 schools. Just a broad note in brackets that said, "Ask Sue for details," in all caps. And if I had anyone else, Dr. Thickdust was less. If I had anyone else look at my resume, that would have jumped off the page immediately at anyone. But because I had been so tunnel vision focused on my resume, I left a all caps note to myself in it, sent it to 70 schools, and got 0 interviews from any of those schools.
I'm surprised by that only because that means people are reading the whole thing.
Oh yeah, it was a deep cut bullet too. It wasn't like up top. It was middle of page 2. I'll find it. I'll share it next week.
That's pretty funny. Jennifer Keegan, are you a Binghamton University alum? We're the premier public university in the Northeast.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that you write to just say, prove me wrong. Like you're going to have to bring in some charts or something to prove this bullet point wrong.
Prove me wrong. This is a good callback too. I do remember this. Anyone remember when that college posted who they were going to hire in their job postings? Hire at jobs.com. Oh man. Well, listen, thanks everybody. Some of us are okay being vulnerable in front of other people, and some of us find museum facts. Okay.
Wait till round 2 of the museum facts when I ask you about robots. How about that?
Oh, robot! What a tease!
Yeah.
What a tease!
Yeah.
I mean, so I got to play Jeopardy again on Monday. My friend is doing Jeopardy again, and I did have the lead after Final Jeopardy before the previous leaders whooped my butt with their Final Jeopardy answers. So,
wow,
I know things. There was a campus museum category, and that's where I got all my answers from.
Wow. Wait, Morgan saying this. We've never done anything aspirational in here, Morgan.
This is a warning.
It's a warning, but it's also for everyone else's self-esteem because you can now look at your own resume and feel confident in your ability to be consistent with your period placements in capitalized letters.
Honestly, all of this feels like a shining light on straight white privilege, white male privilege. It's like my resume sucked, and I just got all of those jobs. So yeah, if anything, this again another shining example of the problematic society we live in and how I've benefited from it. So
I mean, we're essentially the Humans of Higher Ed Museum of White Privilege. I mean, that's what people are staring at right now.
Oh, we need a guest. We need enough of us. Enough of us. All right, what did I miss in the comments? Did I miss anything?
Yeah, throw Carla's comment. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Officially a sophomore. Wow. Congrats. Very exciting.
I wasn't officially a sophomore until like my 4th semester in college. So it's good job, Carla.
Dr. Thickdust, everyone's journey is a little different.
Exactly.
You still got to Dr. Thickdust.
Exactly.
So
Dr. Thickdust is so funny. Grin, overhead claps for Carla's comment. That was good. All right. Did I miss anything else in the chat while I was oh, look at this. Corinne, just on top of it. If you have actual tips and tricks for resumes, post them to the Discord channel or send them to www.drthickdust.com.
There's a whole job search channel on the Discord. So if you have job leads. If you need job leads, if you want job search advice, there's a whole channel on the Discord for job search. I know job search season, hashtag job search season, is coming up soon. So
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Second time around while we're indoors. Pretty cool. Christian says, do not Google Dr. Thick Does.
Probably not a good idea. Probably not a good idea.
That's probably a screenshot.
every time we say it, I think it's a Motley Crue song. He's the one you call Dr. Feel Good. Like in my head, he's the one you call Dr. Thick Dust. He's the one who makes it feel all right.
It is available on Twitter, so Billy, you should.
Oh, yes, please. Or somebody else go get it and tweet us, Billy.
Yeah.
Dispensing
Don't do that. Don't do
that.
that. Please don't do that.
Update your resume.
drthickdust@gmail.com.
All right. Listen, we made it through 2 games. We've successfully chipped away at my self-esteem. Is there anything? What else do we need? Oh, wait, here we go. This is good. I vote Billy comes up with the Hohe theme song. Daniel says, I need my resume review because I'm looking. Listen, Billy, I'll put you on the spot here. I think it's probably time that you start your little one-off show, Dr. Thick Dust Reviews Resumes.
Dr. Thick Dust Resume Corner.
I like that Dr. Thick Dust has been smoking for 45 years, too. Yeah, you got too many capital letters.
Your tone shifts all over the place in this resume.
Hand in hand does not go hand in hand with your resume. Oh, man. All right, listen. We're coming to the end here. Lorraine says, wait, I do resumes. Look at this. This is happening. We're making connections. All right. Do we have any like content corner stuff that we need to go over? Any like weekend plans?
Hi, Lorraine. We missed you. Lorraine was an early guest on the pod way back when we were doing that.
That's right. That's right. There it is.
Yeah, that's the one I wasn't on for. Yeah.
There it is.
I want to sit down with Lorraine now because I love that episode of the podcast.
Yep.
I remember listening to that podcast and be like, damn, I should have been on. I should have been there. I should have been there.
Listen, Lorraine and Billy, you start your
do a show.
I keep bringing it up.
You're in, Lorraine. I'm in if you're in.
Yeah. I keep bringing it up, not as a bit. Like, do it.
But not as Dr. Thick Dust. It'll be back to Billy.
Billy.
It's your one-time Dr. Thick Dust.
No way. No way. The people want it.
Does Dr. Thick Dust not sound like a generic Walmart soda? You know, like I'm going to go down and pick up a sixer of Dr. Thick Dust.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. A sixer.
A sixer. Dr. Thick Dust.
All right.
Change my name back in case I forget before the next show.
Yeah. Oh, Chris Marcus brings up a good point. HBO Max is about to have a content dump to spruce up Content Corner. That is true. And yeah, so let's wrap up. Do we have any Content Corner updates?
I do. I have to
you sound bad, Jason.
I know. It's because of what I'm about to say. I don't like to tell Mike that he's right often.
Let's go.
But I have started watching Ted Lasso, and it really might be my favorite TV show of the year. Michael Zakarian.
Yes.
Correct. Ted Lasso.
Right.
Plus TV. A+.
I think it's probably like the funniest and like most heartfelt thing I've watched. And are you done with it?
No, we just finished the fundraiser episode.
Beautiful. Yeah, it's so fun. It's such a fun show.
Yeah.
There's no downside. And they trick you. It's not really about sports. You think it's about sports? No. It's not. There's like 4 soccer scenes.
It's a little about sports.
See, I disagree.
It's not going to wind up in the Joe Weider Sports Museum at the University of Texas or anything like that, but it's a little bit about sports.
Barely.
I would go to a museum about Roy.
Yes. Roy's Roy's my favorite character.
Love Roy so much. I identify a lot with Roy.
He's the best. He swears the right amount for me.
Mm-hmm.
Billy, what you got? You got any content?
I don't have a consistent content theme in my life right now. All I do know is last night I sat there watching all of the trailer dumps from the Disney, Marvel, all of those, all the things that they posted last night. Like I just sat there for like a solid 25 minutes just staring at my phone watching trailers.
Shout out to my
So
buddy Greg Dunbar, who is doing all of that for Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good old G Dun.
So I am now doubling down on not leaving the house any more than I need to, getting the vaccine as soon as possible, because there is so much Marvel content that I don't want to miss it because of Big Rona.
There you
know
go.
what I'm saying?
There you
know
go.
what I'm saying?
Also, someone, I think they took care of it in the chat, but Kayla asked, say the name of the show again. That was Ted Lasso. All right, Joel, what you got? Oh, wait, Morgan also said Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Yes, I am so excited for Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Andy Samberg.
He didn't think he'd say in 2020 at any point, but
this was not on the bingo card.
Directed by Akiva. I'm ready.
We haven't done much content this week. I haven't watched the latest episode of Star Trek Discovery. Apparently we're back in the mirrored universe, which is a hot mess, it seems like. But we've been plowing through Superstore. Recently got into that, which is lovely and funny and has legit Tagalog arguments with a mom in it, which has made Eugene cackle for quite a while, which was awesome. So
it's great. Has anybody checked out Flight Attendant on HBO Max? It's bonkers.
Again, I have access to HBO Max because I still actually pay for cable, like it's 1997. But I don't know how to get on to HBO Max. So if anyone in the chat or on the Discord wants to help me out with how my old Luddite ass can figure out, I think my Xbox. Xbox down in the basement. I think I can get HBO Max on an Xbox.
Yeah,
but my actual TV.
But Flight Attendant is so over the top and so silly, but it's fun. It's like just a fun murder mystery type thing with Kayla. I think now that I'm saying it, I think I talked about it last week or whenever we did this last. Besides that, I already mentioned I watched Heaven's Gate. I watched all the episodes right away, and I'm just so fascinated. I'm so fascinated by cults. And again, it's always like aspiring actors that just get sucked into these things. Oh man, people just feeling like they're important. And that's what happens. But yeah, that's it.
I've seen a preview for that cult show where it's like he just flat out admits it's a cult. It's the cult of cults. He said, like,
yes.
How do you still get people in when you have said no? We're cult.
He's just saying, but
there you go.
He was just saying, listen, one of these cults gotta be right.
The law of large numbers.
Yeah.
If you start enough cults.
One of them. I like this too, Daniel. Great that they are honoring Chadwick and not going to recast Black Panther. I did like that when I saw what they were doing.
Did you catch that they redid the intro to Black Panther on Disney Plus?
Yeah.
No.
Like the traditional Marvel intro. It's all Chadwick, which is really it's amazing. Like goosebumps.
It is. It was really cool. Chris Marks brings up a good point. Cult are just very niche fraternity. All right. I think that does, right? Did we cover everything?
That lands the plane, yeah.
That lands the plane. Listen, this was a blasty blast. We had a bunch of people here today. Our numbers were a little bit higher than normal and stayed consistent, even though we looked at my shitty resume and talked about museums and schools that don't matter. So I appreciate everybody hanging on with us this whole time. As always, we appreciate your activity in the chat, even if it was at my expense. Go ahead, Billy.
Can I just say, we made it a whole episode without anyone saying Ghoulies or me saying Salem. Had to get that out of the way.
That's true.
Had to get that out of the way.
Crossed them both off. Excuse me. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm going to put one more thing on the spot here that we've talked about in our chat, but I like doing this. Listen, New Year's Eve's coming up. And
hey.
and a lot of us we can't. But Jason says bye. New Year's Eve's coming up, and a lot of us can't do anything, especially, no, none of us can do anything. I'm not going to make any caveats. None of us.
If you think you can do things, don't
you're
do
wrong.
things.
You're wrong. So, and Dick Clark's not with us anymore. So, like, I don't know. Maybe we need to do a New Year's Eve show.
Did you just put us in Dick Clark's role?
I would say
Yes.
Dick Clark 1, Hohe 2. I would say in that order.
So
we are above Ryan Seacrest.
As much as my mom thinks I'm Ryan Seacrest, we are much higher.
So Jason and I could meet up, and we could be the new Kathy Griffin, Anderson Cooper.
Oh, yes.
Take your guess who's who.
That's going to be the first game.
I'll get started on a Hohe's Rockin' Eve logo.
Yes. No, Morgan just put that in the chat too.
There you go.
I think that we could like plan out a couple hours. We get a lot of guests in here. I don't even think we're here the whole time. I think we have some other people do some stuff so you can get away from us. Corinne's right. We should dress fancy. Yep. Only if you wear new.
I own nothing fancy that would fit right now. So Corinne, you lead that charge on your own.
Yeah.
I will be in a t-shirt and gym shorts.
All right. I think we do need to put some together. I do think I need to get Kelsey Lewis, my fiance, involved because I am essentially ruining her evening. So I do need to find a way for her to participate. Lorraine, yes, you can be a guest. I honestly didn't realize until real recently they didn't make up that show for the episode of Friends. So I think we got to do it. I think we got to do it. So I'm putting everybody on the spot. I think we're doing it. We spoke it into existence, and then you can tell me. All right, I think that's it. Listen, we went a full hour. We got to go. Okay, this is enough time. It's enough time. All right.
The hour gets less happy the longer we go.
We hope everybody has a wonderful, safe weekend. Stay inside, stay away from people, wear a mask, and update your resumes. For Dr. Thick Dust, we out.